Everybody, welcome to the Weekly Fix. As always, I am Neil. This week, Honda showing us some, not new street bikes, but something new coming for 2020. We're going to talk about Supercross. It has ended in Vegas in high fashion, and Husqvarna revealing the 2020 off-road lineup, and much more. Alright, so if this is your first time watching the Weekly Fix, as always, we just talk about power sports. It's what we do, it's what we love. So please click subscribe, like, whatever you got to do so we can keep throwing these videos and getting them done for you. Alright, so Honda gave us a little insight on some new bikes that are coming out for 2020. Of course, the Monkey. We got to talk about it. If you haven't seen this bike, check out the photo, but I mean, you got to come look at these. They are amazing. So it's a little 125 single cylinder, of course, but for 2020, which will be available in October of this year, you're getting the Nebula Red, which you've probably seen, but the new color is going to be called Pearl Glittering Blue. So super fun little bike. There's an ABS model, LED lighting all the way around, little circular dash. So it's a badass little bike. You were going to look at around 4K for that one. The Grom, always coming back. Nothing really changes, just know that of course there'll be ABS and non-ABS, and I think there's one new color besides the other 5 that they have. So super fun little bike. Whether you're a beginning or an experienced rider, this thing is a blast if you haven't been on one. And of course the Grom is starting at about $3,600, so right in that excellent price point for a great little bike to have in your garage. And then last on this one is the CB300R. If you haven't seen this, they did a full redesign last year. This is now called a Neo Sport Cafe Naked. It's a mouthful, but actually the bike looks pretty awesome. This one too, you're looking at around 5K. That's available next month, as is the Grom, which I forgot to mention. And then another one is going to be a candy red color, which is something new for them. So check out these Hondas, and I'm sure we're going to be talking about more and more as they go on, because there are some new models coming.
His first career 450 main event victory.
All right, and another amazing season of Supercross this year. And what's cool about this one that ended in Vegas, 3 first-time champions have been crowned. So, obviously, as you probably know by now, Cooper won the war, but Eli did win the battle on that race. So it was cool. I mean, Cooper, all he had to do was qualify for the main and stay in the top 20 out of 22, which he easily did. But kudos to this guy, man. He was not let go, but he'd been pushed back a little bit. KTM picked him up, and I mean, he kicked the crap out of the tracks this year, so good for him. The big star here, though, West Regionals, Dylan Ferrandis actually won that, and Adam Cianciarulo, if he had not gone down, he probably could have had it, so that's kind of a heartbreaker for him. I'm actually a fan of his, so it's a bummer, but kid's an amazing rider anyways. And then, of course, East Regional, you had Chase Sexton won that, so first time ever where you've had 3 guys, never won, all won their titles. And now we're leading right to outdoors. So Supercross, I guess we'll see you back in January for that. But otherwise, outdoors right around the corner. All right, so on the heels of KTM's announcement last week about some upgrades and new bikes, Husqvarna, of course, is going to show us some 2020. So it's not that there's a new bike coming, but what they're doing is talking about some little changes they've made to help make the bike even better than it already is. So one of the things which is kind of unique is a interchangeable airbox cover on the FC models, which just helps for increased and optimized airflow, as they call it. Something to check out on the frame, and they claim they're doing this on the chrome moly steel, is they've engineered flex characteristics, so a better riding bike, better response. If you didn't know this already, they run a composite subframe, so they have the 2-piece there, Magura hydraulic clutches on those, an electric start as always, and traction and launch control on the 4-stroke models. So those guys with bikes are here to win, so make sure you check them out at your local dealer.
You ever wish you weren't a motor?
Sure. Sometimes I wish I had legs like you.
Okay, and something we got to talk about on a side note here is this Progressive insurance ad for motorcycle insurance. If you haven't seen it, it is a Minotaur version of a Motor, and it's just really, I think it's actually kind of brilliant and bizarre at the same time. But watch it, it's only like 30 seconds long. But let us know what you think about it, because I actually like it, but it's just a very straight-faced commercial, and I don't know, it made me laugh, so check it out.
This is the first ever Dwarf Blob launch. You ready, bud?
I'm so ready, let's do this!
My goal is to send John to Mars because I feel like he could do some good space research there.
There's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
Oh no!